Hello everyone, my name is Meat Monk. I'm a rank 1 healer, and today is going to be my Preservation Evoker um, gameplay review. So hopefully you can take away a few things from the video that maybe you can apply to your own gameplay, and this is just basically going to be me reviewing some rounds from the game that I got #1 Pres Evoker on, and just explaining sort of why I did the things the way I did them. So anyways, let's get into it right now. I'm gonna start on round 3 because I lost the first 2 rounds because I suck. So we're just going to quality. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Um, so anyways, PvP talents that I like to play. I like to play Null Shroud. I like to play Scouring Flame. And then I like to play Obsidian Scales, which gives you Aura Mastery every time you press your wall. Because as a Pres Evoker, you're not really the kill target the majority of the time, so having a wall for Aura Mastery is going to be a lot better. So that PvP talent's called Obsidian Scales. Second one I play, Nullification Shroud. Third one I play is Scouring Flame, because it can be really useful for purging buffs that need to be purged, like bop into HPAL, or into a priest here. You can purge fort, and you can purge priest shield. Maybe a palm whenever he tosses a shield up. Also has prayer bending. This priest, but a lot of cool things you can purge. Rapture shield, all that. So it's good to have purge. A little extra bang with your fire breath. Um, so anyways, what I do every opener, blink in, pop my Null Shroud. I'm playing with a rogue here, so I'm gonna stay back, let him run in, go grab a sap. Fortunately, he didn't get the sap, so he blinds. I like to toss it a press instantly because usually in the opener, if you're playing with a rogue, he's gonna CC off. CC off of his first CC. So if you can press that first CC, you get the cooldown rolling on it. I have a hunter who's got a trap. There's full trap DR. If he presses that trap, that's like a 7-second trap right there. Pressing off the blind was good. My rogue kidneys, but it's only a 4-second oppress kidney, which means that he messed up here. He just didn't have combo points for this kidney. So this would have been a good play if my outlaw rogue did a full combo kidney. Instead, he does a half kidney, and then he deaths the Re on the sleepwalk. So this was a very unfortunate opener. This was very, very unfortunate. If my rogue had a full point kidney, that would have been an insane oppress right there. So anyways, since Pres Evoker goes really, really fast, I'm gonna skip back 5 seconds into something else that I did. So I do get trapped first global here, and what I like to do in the opener is you instantly pop Stasis. So you see I pop Stasis, and my first global was Stasis, and I'll just tell you my first 3 globals. I always like to Verdant a target into a Spirit Bloom, and then a Dream Breath off. So all of my empowered spells I like to put into the suppress along with a verdant. So basically, all my strongest heals put into that stasis. And that's because the talents that I'm playing on Evoker, which will be in the description, by the way, you can take my talents. They're great talents. Nothing wrong with them. You basically get like reduced cooldown on your empowered spells. So like your Dream Breath can reset for like up to 6 seconds and stuff. Um, like every time you press it, and your empowered spells also just help you do more healing, like on top of just pressing them. Like you press Dream Breath. There's like a talent you can launch up to 3 like Chrono Flames with it. Just don't question it. Every time you press your empowered spells, it's big healing on top of the empowered spells effect. So you can see right here, I pop my stasis, and instantly I go after I press my Dream Breath. I press Tip the Scales, and I go for a Fire Breath. Now, this is good for 2 reasons. Now, number 1, Fire Breath, you see it does a lot of damage. You see that 869,000 hit right there. Also purchases shield, gets buffs off of them because I'm playing Scouring Flame, and I instantly go Tip the Scales Fire Breath into Chrono Flames, and then I toss a little Disintegrate on top of there, just for a little extra pad. And you can see right there, if you look at details, I go from doing 0 damage right here, so getting my Stasis up, getting my Dream Breath, and then boom, boom, boom. All of that is 6 million damage in like 2 seconds. So it's really good for pressure swings, and you're gonna want to use this instantly because you can get a second one. And then something that Tip the Scales also does with the talents that you play is you see this buff right here that has 27 stacks. Now this gives you 27% haste, 27% cooldown recovery, and 27% movement speed. So this is why I like to pop my empowered spells with my Stasis, is because you get the cooldown recovery from that, and then you also get some reduced cooldown on top of your thing because of a talent in your hero talents that can reduce your empowered spells by up to 6 seconds. And you can see right here, I just popped my Spirit Bloom like literally like 3 seconds ago. You know, like all of this I've been talking for like 4 minutes about like 4 seconds of gameplay. And right here, my Spirit Bloom, it's almost back. It's almost back right there. And I have a fully charged Stasis. All my empowered spells are coming back. I have 20% increased haste right now. My rogue's stunning everybody. And this opener's going great. So I get full trapped here. I trinket stasis this, and instantly after I trinket stasis, because I can just use that to top my teammate. Boom, trinket this, stasis this, just so he doesn't have to use a wall since a lot of cooldowns from them. I'm just gonna trinket early. Plus having a 1 minute 30 cooldown trinket, you know, it's not horrible because I'll eventually have it back. Priest in a full trap. I have my fire breath off cooldown, so I'm instantly just going to go for fire breath into chrono flames and do a lot of damage. You see right here, these fire breaths are very important. You see my damage, 6.75 mil. Fire breath, boom, flame, 10.5 mil. So that's like another 3 million damage that I did right there. Now, unfortunately, I did neglect that. I didn't expect my my hunter to take this much damage. But what you want to do to recover in these kinds of situations, see right there, I verdanted him. I didn't expect him to get chunked from like 40 to 20. But I will say one thing with this build is Spirit Bloom is absolutely your strongest heal. Spirit Bloom does disgusting amounts of healing. And, you know, you can probably see right here, right there, I pop my Spirit Bloom, and there's one thing to know about Spirit Bloom, is that on top of Spirit Bloom's initial healing, however many times you charge it, you get haste. So you see right there, I have 3 stacks of haste, which is like 9% increased haste right there. And then on top of my thing, which is like 3% more haste right there, it's about to expire. You're basically getting a lot of haste from this. And then also on top of this, Spirit Bloom does like 30% of its healing like over 8 seconds, like increased healing. You just get more healing from that because that's like one of your hero talents. And then also on top of that like 30% healing over time, it also has a chance, since it's one of your empowered spells, to spit out up to 3 chrono flames, which basically, like, I don't know how to explain. It's like your living flame, so it's a lot of healing. So pop it right there. Doesn't really look like a lot of healing. And then pop Dream Breath, and right here there was an Echo Reversion to top him. So I will say, with damage swings, Echo Reversion is actually really good. Because it basically just reverts damage over like the past few seconds. So, you know, he took a lot of damage there. Toss an Echo Reversion on him, and he's completely fine. So you can see right here, the priest he's trying to push into Fear Me. I toss a Sleepwalk on him. He deaths it. I get feared. You know, there's not too much I could do about that. But I will say, something that I could have done here, instead of casting a Sleepwalk, which he's obviously gonna death, it's a bad play. What I could have done is I could have popped my Time Spiral, and I could have just blinked away here. But instead, I didn't, because I suck. So, anyways, full fear into trap is what it is. And you see right here, I'm spamming Verdant out, my biggest heal. Something that would have been a good play by my hunter is right here, when he's on pillar, and I get trapped, is to just stay behind that pillar. And line the Ellie, line the hunter, but instead he goes in for a trap. Which just get the priest trinket, which is all right. But then he was too low. It is what it is. Also got lined on my Spirit Bloom there, so I popped communion. This was just kind of sketchy. I misplayed this. This is not how this should have been played. My Spirit Bloom also shouldn't have been lined there. I should have used my Time Spiral to avoid here, because a talent that I play, Time Spiral, it gives you a free charge of hover. So right there, the priest ran at me when I had no mobility, so he's able to get that fear. But I could have given myself mobility and like blinked away from him, and probably like a good portion of that season. So pop Communion, which isn't too big of a deal, because in the Hunters, it's kind of hard to Communion, because every Hunter's going to play Diamond Dice into you, and they can Diamond Dice your Communion. So, you know, I use it when he doesn't have trap for 10 seconds, so it is what it is. Anyways, massive Spirit Bloom here. You can see I try to charge it up as much as I can, because the more time that you charge up Spirit Bloom, it's 3% haste for each level. See right there, there's 2, boom, 3. Oh wait, shit, that was 2. All right, but anyways, you guys get the point. So I got 2 stacks of Spirit Bloom haste there. It also helps with AoE healing, because AoE. And now you can see I'm not really too worried about healing myself as a prez. That's because you really can't really die. Well, I mean, obviously you can die, but anyways, I toss a rescue, and here I'm just trying to get away from the hunter, find the Ellie at the same time until my guy has DRs up. So he has DRs here. He stuns, and I toss a fly. This also helps me kite from the hunter. I stun the hunter, and then off this trap we get wall from the Ellie. So you know, this is good progress, even though this is like really sketchy. So go for a sleepwalk. Didn't get it. And then right here, you see, I get a fully charged Spirit Bloom. And you might be wondering, how is that Spirit Bloom so fast? And I'll tell you right now. So you see right here, this 4 stack of this thing. This is like hold on, let me just see what it's called. This is called temporal compression. And basically it makes your empowered spells cast faster. You can see right here I have 4 stacks of it, and you're like, how do you stack this? 4 stacks is the max stacks. So when you have 4 stacks, you know, your empowered spells are actually going to be extremely fast. So you get stacks from pressing abilities that are Echo, which is my mouse button right there, and Reversion, as well as your Shift G. But I don't really press Shift G, because that's just like a buff to press in like the opening gate, you know? So right there, boom, pop a null, and you can see right here. I don't know if I should explain this, because like I'm yeah, whatever. Okay. But yeah, I'm at 4 stacks of that. I rescue him, and then I pop my null with the rescue, just so I can't get CC'd. Toss the fly off. It pretty much is an evoker with null shrouds. The best way to use them is to just press it on cooldown. Just press it on CD, press it in the opener, and then when it comes off cooldown again, just press it. It doesn't matter if you're like on DR for like 18. Just toss it up. It's better to get it on cooldown. Like, it's a 30-second buff. They're probably gonna like try to purge it or stop it anyways. So it's better to press it as soon as you get it. Oh. Yeah, anyways, fast Spirit Bloom right here. I charge it up to max stacks, and as you see right here, this is why Spirit Bloom is your main heal. Look at my team before the Spirit Bloom, and it's looking pretty bad. Right there, I get sheared, and my hunter's dropping like 20%. My rogue is like 40%. I pop the Spirit Bloom. It procs the 3 Chrono Flames. He also exils. So we're pretty much top tier. We're chilling, and it's no big deal. So again, I pop my Stasis here, and now here I can't do my ideal Stasis rotation, because my my Spirit Bloom is still on CD, but that's fine. I toss an Echo at the end of my Stasis, because you can see right here, my teammate's topped, and what I can do with an Echo in my Stasis is it allows me, like, let's say he takes a lot of damage. I can come out, I pop Stasis, that's big healing, and then instantly off of that Echo, I can send a Reversion, and it's going to do a lot of healing. So you can see right there, boom, boom, fast fire breath, got locked, all this flame shock, and then Spirit Bloom, and also another talent that you're spec'd into as a Pres Evoker is something called Time of Need. And basically that's when like an enemy drops to like 20%, you'll get a dragon that'll pop out of the ground, it'll do a Verdant Embrace, and it'll start casting Living Flames on the target. So, you know, right there, this proc's giving me extra healing, and, you know, basically means that I don't have to press my... I already have enough healing. See him right there, there's the Living Flame in the air, coming from him. Does... Right here, I'm rooted. Ideally, I send this Fire Breath onto the Ellie, but I'm just parsing to do as I can. Go for Sleepwalk with the Ellie. I will say, in this matchup, it's going to be very hard to Sleepwalk unless it's, like, off of a stun. Because what happens is that, this guy's playing Fade, and he can Death. So, unless he's really, really bad, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Even if he's on global, he can just pop Fade, and then he's more aware of it. He can Death the second cast. So, again, really hard. So, playing Shrouds here. As I said, just going to do my normal opener. Blink in, pop the Shroud. I'm going to get a mount up, and I'm going to try to look for combat. And so right there, something happened really fast, though, I'm going to talk about. So, whenever you pop up Null, obviously a rogue, you know, you're not in combat yet. This guy's going to try and sap off your Null Shrouds. So what I'm doing right here is I'm trying to run over to them, but I'm also looking at my Shroud stacks right here. And, you know, you might have a weak aura. This is the way I do it. I don't use add-ons at all, pretty much. Like, these add-ons and that add-on, like, the only thing I have. That's the only weak aura I have, and that doesn't even help me with, like, the game. So I'm just staring right here, staring at my Shroud stacks, running in, and as soon as I see my Shroud stacks go to 2, I instantly pop out my root, because I'm on a pillar, which means there's like only one place this rogue can be. He has to have rounded the corner right here. He has to be right here. So I root, and he actually did get a little bit behind me. I kind of just barely got him with that, and I instantly root, and I also press my blink just to get away. Just in case I didn't get this root, I also blink, just so there's a chance that I don't get sapped. Because when I got sapped the first time, I had 2 nulls, and then you can see he already got another sap off. So right here, boom, and I pressed Sleepwalk, which I don't even know if that was like the best choice. Maybe he got like an extra sap on me there. I think he did. I probably should have gone for an Azure Strike anyways, but I actually did get the Sleepwalk here. And the Hunter Intim stuns me insta, sends a trap, and this is a really good play by my Ellie. My Ellie just grounding totems this trap. This was fantastic. I think this Ellie played this round really well, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. So anyways, got the rogue out on the opener. We grounded the trap. We pretty much screwed their opener up by me getting that rogue out of stealth, right? Not allowing him to get a sap on me or like any CC whatsoever. So right there, instantly, I'm just popping my stasis. I don't really care that the rogue's in the trap. I'm just trying to get like all my healing up. So I pop a full stack thing. I also aura mastery here. I did talk about how I play aura mastery wall. Because sometimes people like to try and kick Evoker, and you know, right here I'm standing on top of the survival hunter. He's got a melee kick for me. I'm just gonna pop my wall instantly, cast a fully charged Spirit Bloom into a Dream Breath. I get my full stasis off here, and as soon as this rogue exits CC, I just toss a fly. It just means they're stunned here, and with this fly, I get the Hunter's Trinket, and then I also pop Tip the Scales Fire Breath for massive pressure, and we almost kill here. So I will say one thing: Deep Breath into Tip the Scales Fire Breath is absolutely disgusting. If you can get this, it's absolutely great. So yeah, they were kind of stacked fit. They were pre-CC'd. It was pretty much like given to me, which is great. Because you normally aren't really able to get that. So yeah, I'm happy about that. We got like Turtle. I'm not really sure if they pressed anything else. I need to go back and look, but it is what it is. We got a lot of CDs. You can see right there. Casted a Sleepwalk. He fades it. It is what it is. I'm just happy to get his fade out of the way. Because then he won't have it for trap because 20 seconds. So right here, I've pretty much I've got all of my healing up. I don't have anything better to do here, so I just cast a sleepwalk on the rogue, and it's like it's a 3-second kidney. If it takes his healer like 1 second to dispel, that's like 1 second that I shave off of the kidney, which it is what it is. So I go for it, cast a sleepwalk, and the rogue actually cloaks it, and the priest thought the sleepwalk was on him. So he actually pressed fade here. So I got a major cooldown from the rogue here, and I got fade from the priest by casting that sleepwalk. Because really, my guy's 100%. I don't really have anything else to press, and that sleepwalk actually ended up getting us a lot, even though I didn't get any CC because they tried to press their immunities to avoid it. So where am I? Where am I? I skipped. I don't know where. Hold up. I think I'm a little bit behind, so we're gonna have to let it speed up. Yeah, okay, all right, there we are. Nice, okay. Go for the sleepwalk, cloaks it, and he's trying to do big damage. And I pre-charge the Spirit Bloom, but more importantly, since my guy is 100%, I can drop an Echo. And what Echo does on Evoker is it basically like increases your next heal. Let me actually just read the ability. So yeah, causes your next non-echo healing spell to cast an additional time on that ally 105% of normal healing. So basically, it just duplicates healing, gives you extra healing. So right here, boom. I know after he cloaks this that he's gonna try and do a lot of damage here. So instantly pop the echo on my guy at 90% while he's still high, and then I precast the Spirit Bloom and I get an Echo Spirit Bloom, and he's gonna be completely top tier. So yeah, and then also my rule about Dream Breath is that I just send it on cooldown. Because with your hero talents, it can spit out like up to 3 Chrono Flames. You also get the heal over time effect. So pretty much whenever I have Dream Breath, I just press it on cooldown. I don't press it as like a big heal. I just press it as it's healing that I need to press. It's got like a 30-second cooldown. It's kind of long. I don't want to hold on to it for a while. I'm just going to get rid of it instantly. So right there, boom, press it instantly. Verdant my guy. And then I also pop Time Spiral. Just because I was trying to get away when I was stacked with the rogue, but then kind of cheap shot at me right there. I did get the pre-blink. That's one thing to know when you play Time Spiral. If you have like no charges of hover, you can actually Time Spiral off global and instantly press a hover charge. In the same global, because it's off global. So right there, I gave myself a hover charge, even though I already had 2 hover charges. It also gives your teammates mobility. So, I don't know if my Ellie wanted to like do like a wind leap or whatever. He has one just in case. And you can see right here, my Ellie just walls this. This was a good wall. He pops his bloodlust, he walls their damage, and right here he's gonna try and get a lot of pressure, and that's what he does. We force swap right here, and one thing you can see right here on the Disc Priest is this buff. And now, if you don't know what this buff is, this is a hunter shot. I don't know what it's called. I'm not gonna try and say the wrong thing. Basically, what this does is it slows the priest by 90%, and then after this expires, it pops up a new debuff, which is a 2-second silence into one that just like absorbs healing. So right here, I can see he's about to get hit by a 2-second silence. So I know he won't be able to like fade this sleepwalk. So he gets silenced, sleepwalk. Fortunately, my Ellie breaks it just because he's padding. So it is what it is. But then I cook up a fire breath, and this fire breath absolutely cranks him. He goes to 100k HP. He dies. It's over. So, yeah, that was that round. Really, really good pressure that my team got there with that wall and that bloodlust. And then I cast Fire Breath to close the game. Yeah, my Ollie also grounded first trap in the opener, and walled there for the kill. So I told him he played perfect. Obviously, there was like 1 or 2 traps he didn't ground, but you don't expect him to ground every. You can see right here, Proof Hunter was not happy about that game. So right here, round 5, we're fighting Outlaw Rogue BM Hunter. So this is gonna be a pretty disgusting matchup because all these specs are really good. So again, I go in, I pop my nulls, he instantly gets it. And here I was a little bit slow, to be honest. I was still casting my mount. This guy must have like double hooked in. See right here, I pop my null, and instantly he got it while I was casting my mount. So that just took me a second. I tossed my root instantly, but he was like over here or something. And as you can see right here, my last stack of Shroud gets it. Then I still do get him out here with my tail swipe, and that's something that you want to do pretty much every opener as a Pres Evoker. You want to pop Shrouds, and the Rogue's going to go in. He's going to try and sap them off. And as soon as you see like a stack of Shroud disappear, you're going to want to pop your root. So you can 8-second root them out, which is like best in slot. And then if your root misses, if they step around your root, if you don't root in the right direction, you're going to want to use your first racial, which is tail swipe. You can see right here, I knock him up, and then I round the pillar here. My hunter also scatters the rogue here, so I avoid sap in the opener once again, which is honestly just what I'm looking for. I just don't want to be CC'd in the opener. So we get a nice lasso out of that. Unfortunately, he does land a pet stun on me, but then the rogue also blinds at the same global. So what happens here is actually really lucky here, that they overlap these CCs, because rogue wanted to blind opener, get it on cooldown, get the CC, and then the hunter wanted to int him instantly just so he gets it, so that he can, int him for future traps, and also just toss a trap in the opener. So you can see right here, the hunter pets, they're on me, they melee the blind, and as soon as I see this kidney in the opener, rogue has AR up, BM hunter, he's probably about to pop like Bestial Wrath and a bunch of cooldowns, and best play here, just toss a rescue, and boom, he's like halfway across the map, he's perfectly fine, and kidney's over, we're good. So yeah, just try to avoid CC, with Shroud, knock him out, knock him up. They messed up their CC, and if you're out of CC and your dude's in like a kidney shot and they have cooldowns up, rescue is going to be better than any cooldown you can press here, because it simply just gets him all the way from like back there on the pillar. You can't really see him. I checked to make sure he was in my line like a second ago. And then you can just basically move your teammate all the way away from the damage so he doesn't take any damage, which is what I do here. On the opener, they're trying to pop everything into him, and I just rescue all of that damage. Now something that I will say I could have done better here is I could have rescued, and I would expect them to chase instantly in a line right there. And what I could have done is I could have just deep breathed all across here, and if I did that, I would have caught the rogue in that. But the rogue is on DR, and I probably would have missed the hunter because he did just move. But that might have been okay. I did get DR cheap, so it probably wouldn't have been the best play, but it's a play that you can do in like your future games. If you're like if a Boomkin's being trained, you rescue him, and you expect them to chase in a straight line, so you just send a fly instantly, and you just double fly the DP off that. That is a play you can do. So again, right here, I pop my Stasis, Verdant into Spirit Bloom, for my Stasis, and a Dream Breath off. So that right there, that's the best Stasis to sorry, text. Okay, boom. And then I instantly go for Tip the Scales Fire Breath. As Prez, you want to use Tip the Scales Fire Breath pretty much as soon as you can, just to get it on cooldown, because it is solo shuffle. You don't know how long these rounds are going to be. The first is great for pressure. Does like 1,000,000 damage. Purchase hots, purchase stuff, and you can use it to get the 30% haste that fades, and the cooldown reduction, as well as increase. You see right there, I toss a little preemptive Spirit Bloom. I skipped back. I just a habit of doing that. So right there, boom, dilate, toss a preemptive Spirit Bloom. I make sure to charge it up all the way full, so I get maximum stacks of this, which gives me like 9% haste, I think, to be exact. Which is great. I also toss a pre-time dilation on him right here, just because I know I'm off DR on everything. We're probably gonna get stunned up here. If I get a 10-second time dilate, even if they don't CC into it, it's still good to just delay time. So I pop a time dilate, I pop a full Spirit Bloom into him. He gets like the healing over 8 seconds as soon as I pop that. He has time dilate for like 8 more seconds. He's got a Dream Breath hot on him. He's got both reversions, and then I also pre-echo him. So he has a lot of stuff pre'd on him. And the priest runs in here, gets a fear on me. My Ellie pre-tremors that. Beautiful tremor totem by the Ellie right there. We're getting stunned here, but like I said, popped a lot on my guy, so we pretty much live until the end of this this stun chain. So yup, boom, echo reversion. That is something that you're gonna want to use quite often. I don't know if I should like release the gameplay video or not, but maybe I should, so you guys can see it, like how much I press like certain buttons. But anyways, Spirit Bloom on cooldown, strongest heal. That's what you're gonna want to do. I also made sure to stack it up right here, as you can see. When I'm stuck in this route, I will say something that I did that is kind of important. So after I'm out of this CC chain, I do get rooted by the priest, pop my Dream Breath, and instantly I press Echo on this guy, just so that he's gonna take more healing when I get my Spirit Bloom back in 1. Echo on this guy, and that also gives me 2 stacks of temporal compression, which makes this Spirit Bloom that I'm about to cast really, really fast. And I cast it to 2 charges because it's going to heal the 2 lowest people, which are the 2 people that they're killing. The Hunter is Trap. I'm going to want to cancel that as fast as I can. And then I blink away from the trap. And if you actually look right here, trap goes on cooldown. He tried to trap where I was, but I blinked away from it. And now as soon as I blink away, my team's topped. We're getting pressure on this guy. He's on the pillar. And I instantly cast a Sleepwalk. And I know it's hard to see because I accidentally did open my scoreboard. But as soon as I get the Spirit Bloom off, I know they're going to be topped. I blink. I see the trap went on cooldown. Go for the Sleepwalk. Just to fake fade. See, I faked fade. And then I also locked him on Penance in the same global. So right here, I fake his fade. And then I cast again. I know he's probably gonna death because I did kick him on Penance, so he only has like shadow spells to him, which is his fade and his death. So boom, right there, I get death out of the way, and the Hunter also kicks me, which is a bonus. So then I recast it, and then I land the full sleep. So I baited his death, his fade, and I got the Hunter kick out of the way, and I got the full Sleepwalk right here, which is great. Oh. Just tossing out my heals. I use an instant cast Living Flame proc, which does a lot of healing to him, and I'll explain why it does a lot of healing. So I pop my Verdant Embrace. Sorry guys, sorry. Boom, right there, got the full sleep. I pop my Verdant Embrace, and what Verdant Embrace does is it gives you a buff. It gives you 2 modifiers actually. 1 increases your Dream Breath healing by like 100% or something. I don't remember the exact number, but you get more Dream Breath healing, and then also it also decreases the cast time of your next Living Flame to make it really fast. And it increases the healing done by it. So right here, I pop my Verdant. I have a fast cast Living Flame, but I do go Echo Reversion, and I do get a Living Flame proc. I was going to go for a fast cast Living Flame here anyways. You can see my character stop to move and spam it before I even get the proc. But I get lucky. I get a proc right there. And that means that I still get to keep my fast cast. Because if you consume an instant cast Living Flame, you still keep your fast cast. And then I'm also pretty sure you keep your Dream Breath buff as well. Oh, it just doesn't show. Anyways, boom, Echo Spirit Bloom on him. Massive heals. And then I pop my Dream Breath just on cooldown, just for the pad, into Echo Reversion. And as soon as I get my Shroud back, you see my Shroud back's in 7 seconds. It's slowly ticking back. And as soon as I realize that I have my Shroud, which is right here, I realize, oh, I've Shroud in 1. I know I'm off DR. So I blink away to the pillar, round the corner, get my Null Shroud up. Then they can't CC me. And I'm able to play the game here. Unfortunately, like I said, they are going to try and get your Null Shrouds off instantly. So my Null Shrouds get off after like about 4 seconds, but I do get a lot of pre-healing, and I do pre-rescue because I see I have an Outlaw Rogue running at me. He's going to try and get my Shrouds off. I have Hunter Purge on me. That's going to get like a few of them off. So I did try to toss a rescue here onto the Priest just to get my Hunter near the Priest. This was actually kind of bad because I didn't expect my Shrouds to be gone this fast here. So I get intimed, and I'm right on the Priest off Fear DR. He has Fear here, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, because that rescue caused me and my Hunter to be stacked, and my Hunter actually did eat the trap, which was a great outcome right there. So boom, pop my Spirit Bloom. I make sure to get it to 3 stacks for the increased haste. Tossing my echoes when they're at like 90%. Just because there's no healing to do, I can pop an echo so that when there's healing to do, it gets duplicated. And then I go for a cheeky little sleepwalk. Was hoping that I get it, but he's spamming fade out of the trap. I'm trying to time it, before he gets the fade. I'm obviously not gonna get it. And then you can see right here, I pop my Stasis right here, and I choose to Verdant the Hunter. And you might be like, wait, why would you choose to Verdant the Hunter? They're going to Ellie. But how Echo works is if you use a heal on like a different target, but you have Echo on this target, it's going to use that same spell. So you can see right here, I've Verdanted him, and then now we all get the Lifeline buff, we all get the Verdant heal, and then I can go for my Stasis healing. So I do go for a Dream Breath first, which, to be honest, actually is a mistake here. What I should have done is I should have Sleepwalk, boom, Verdant, thing, and as you see right here, I do get Scorpusing. But what I should have done is, since I'm playing Aura Mastery Wall, I should have Aura Mastery Walled, and with my Temporal Compression stacks, I should have gone for a forecast Aura Mastery Spirit Bloom here. Because something that's important is that you don't want to use your Temporal Compression stacks on Dream Breath, because Dream Breath is always sent instantly at the first charge, whereas Spirit Bloom, the more charges you get of it, the better. Like if you get it to 4 levels, you get like 12% haste, you get healing for the whole team, and stuff like that. So you can see right here, I did waste 4 stacks of Temporal Compression on a Dream Breath, which made that Dream Breath a very fast cast, but it also was bad because now you can see right here, my Temporal Compression stacks are gone because I did consume my because I did consume them using my my Dream Breath. So this next Spirit Bloom, it's very, very slow. Now I do get it off here, like right before the blind, which is kind of lucky, but it's not something that should have had to happen that way, because ideally I get the Spirit Bloom off faster, and then I instantly cast a 1-tier Dream Breath, which takes the same time pretty much, whether you have Temporal Compression stacks or not. So, a little bit of a misplay by me, but it's really not that big of a deal. Can be big of a deal sometimes if you do it incorrectly. So you can see right here, my guy, sorry, I have to reload just so I, just give it a second. Boom. You see right here, I don't really have any healing. So I pop an Echo on my guy, Verdant this guy, and then Echo this guy, Echo Reversion. A big heal right there. Pop another Echo, and this is for a giant Spirit Bloom. And I pop that Spirit Bloom on him. We're not taking any AoE damage, so I just send like a 1-stack Spirit Bloom, and and then I pop a Chrono Flame out of that. Um, little thing about Chrono Flame is it basically does healing like based on how much healing or damage you've done. Like, you send it as damage, it does increase damage based on the amount of damage you done for the past 5 seconds. So I did a lot of healing there, so my Chrono Flame is going to be maxed out as like increased as like an increase. It's not really something to worry about. You know, if you have to press, you press. It is what it is. Here, right here, get a full trap. I try for the sleepwalk off. I don't get it, but you know, my team's full health, and I do soak a hunter kick, which is good. Then I go for it again. I get his fade, which I'm not too worried about, because then that means in 14 seconds, my hunter can go for the trap, and he doesn't have to deal with fade. Since fade's a 20-second cooldown, this guy's got trap in 14. If he traps instantly, the guy won't have fade for it. So, you know, cool. Right here, this is a little bit of a sketchy scenario. You can see right here, the Disc Priest is pushing in for a fear, and this is one of the situations where you don't always use Tip the Scales for Fire Breath. Now, normally you think, oh yeah, Tip the Scales, you just use that for Fire Breath to do big damage here. But this is one of the exceptions where you don't. Because right now, my team's dying, he's pushing in for the full fear off. If my guy doesn't land this Tremor Totem, it could very well be GG's. So what I do is I pop Tip the Scales, and I use it on Spirit Bloom. And now what this does for me, it actually does a lot, because since Tip the Scales always takes your empowered spell to the max level, my thing is going to proc me 3 stacks of Stopwatch right here, which is 9% increased haste. I'm going to get 30% increased haste from here, so I pretty much get 40% increased haste from all of this. I get big healing from my Spirit Bloom, which is going to heal for like an extra 30% over 8 seconds. I get my Chrono Flames as well that proc with all of this, and then I get a fast cast Dream Breath on top of that because of all the haste that I've gotten. So boom, right here, you can see that that this Disc Priest is pushing in for the fear. So what I do is, after I get that, you can see he got stuck in a root, I thing, and as soon as he goes in to get the fear, I hover away and I blink the fear. So my Ellie actually doesn't have to toss down a Tremor Totem here. So I pop an Echo on him, Verdant here, and then I press Communion. Now, with Communion at 50% damp, there's one thing that you need to always do for a Communion to make it do healing, and that is proc a Life Bind. You can see right here, this little red buff, this procs from Verdant Embrace. And if you Verdant Embrace somebody, they'll have this buff for 4 seconds, and that makes you like share health more with them. And since Communion mostly heals yourself, it will, if you have Life Bind up, it will start to heal your teammates a lot more. So if I press this without a Life Bind at 50% damp, this literally would like not heal my teammates at all. And something that you can do if you need like a team-wide AoE healing, you know, like obviously you know you have Rewind for that, but let's say Rewind isn't a good option. You know, we're not really taking a lot of burst damage, so you know, Communion is the better option. What you can do is you can pop Echo on one target, you can Verdant the other target, and this allows you to proc a 3x Life Bind right here. And now this Communion, you see right here, pops my team. And something that's also really good in dampening for healing, you can see right here, we're at 50% damp. You know, we're taking a lot of damage here, and it's very hard to heal. So, you know, that Communion pops him right there, and then I pop an Echo instantly because he's at high health. I don't really have any heals to press, and then I instantly reversion, and that's like a good heal. That's like a 25% heal, like 52% damp. Then I instantly rescue him, and this is what I was talking about. As soon as I rescue, I know the rogue's gonna be instantly chasing to like where the Ellie is, so I just pop fly instantly. Ideally I did get a triple fly there. That's what I was planning on, but then you know they kind of just moved out of it. But anyways, I get a 4x Spirit Bloom, massive healing right here. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in a trap, and one of the things about trap and Rewind, or like clone, like CC, like CCs like that, CCs like Diamond Ice and Clone, is that when you get CC'd by them, it like forgets damage that's been done. So if I rewinded out of this, it would have been like a 20,000 heal, which is not good. And it's also why boomies are really broken. There's a bug. You never want to rewind out of a clone at all as a Pres Evoker. Very, very important. do not press rewind out of a clone, because it bugs out. It won't remember the damage that you took. Even if your teammate's getting bursted, you cannot trinket rewind as a viable cooldown, because it won't like remember the damage. So yeah, right there, unfortunately I can't rewind, but it is 58% damp, and the rogue does die here. So that was a great round right there. Fortunately, I've been talking for 45 minutes. I can't go over the last round. Last round is double hunter, so might have been a little bit of an exciting round to watch, but that is where I'm gonna have to stop it today. If you guys have any questions about Pres Evoker, in the comments, I'll answer them all. Join my Discord. You can ask me questions at any time when I'm not live, when I'm not around. You can ask me, and I'll be able to answer it there. YouTube comments, make sure to subscribe, like the video so this video gets pushed, so I can do more videos like this, because if they perform well, I do more of them. But anyways, follow my Twitch stream too. I'm live every day with gameplay, so you could watch these games live, because this game was live streaming. Corner. And yeah, anyways, peace out. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. And have a great day, guys.